My family's from Ecuador, so we grew up going every summer to Ecuador. I think that's really where the culture of football and soccer was born and given to me. Living and breathing the sport. My dad would bring that over back when he moved over to the US. I remember early on telling my brother, like, 16, you're 20, I'm gonna be faster than you, and I'm gonna be better at you in this. So there was always that competitive hype that was kind of fueled between us. Soccer is the most popular sport in the world. Every day, millions of kids around the globe are dreaming of one day becoming a professional soccer player.
Emilio Ycaza puts Charleston in front with less than a half hour to play.
Like, looking forward into the next years of my career, I still back myself, and I still have the self-belief that if I work harder and if I perform better than the guy next to me, then I should be playing more than him. I'm Emilio Ycaza, and I'm a midfielder for the Charleston Battery.
I wish I had more stability and a house and somewhere, like, I don't know, we buy a
Tell them about
cash.
the house you want.
I want a big house. I want a pool. I want to be able to invite people.
She sends me stuff on Zillow. It's like 4.8 million down there
Yeah.
in Mount Play.
Okay,
Old Village.
dreaming is free, so I'm a dreamer. And it's true. I'm like, this is me.
She's my #1 priority, and it's hard for her to see that when, we moved to another city that we like. We were really happy in Austin, but things weren't going that well, and, within a weekend, we're switching cities, we're moving, we're leaving everything behind, and we're going to the south of Texas along the border. So I'm lucky that she sees the positive of everything.
And a goal here in the 16th minute of play. What a shot by Ycaza.
So this was born out of my wife calling me out that I've never done a celebration for her. And I was like, well, I didn't know you wanted one. She was just like, whatever, we're just talking. And she was like, oh, this is an 8. And it's like the infinity sign. I was like, wow, that was pretty crazy. Because she was like, how do that's your number. Let's do something like that. I was like, all right, next time I score, I'll do the infinity sign and then do a celebration. And she was right up there in the stands. And I score, and I run up to the camera, to her. Like she said, dreaming is free.
And we don't know what the future holds, and I feel like we're really big on this, just signs, and we create our own path and listen to the little signs that are sent. He's not the typical football player who actually after training comes home, take a nap, and they play video games. He needs to learn, he needs to read a book, he needs to go to coffee shop, he has a meeting with this. He's the type of person who always needs to get smarter in a way. So I think that's also why I love him so much, because in our differences and in all the sacrifices that I can make for him and he makes, I feel like there's also a lot of, I want to be a better person, how can I improve, how can I learn? And that, I think, changes everything for me. Because if he was coming back home after 2 hours and then just take a nap, then that would be maybe a little bit less patient that I am today, too.
Yeah. No room for nap time, that's true.
So what is growth mindset? Well, growth mindset is this desire, this drive to learn, to improve. And in sports, it's not about making mistakes. It's about acknowledging and accepting what's happened, identifying the learning in it, and then applying that going forward to the next situation.
You have to look in the mirror every single day and say, what can I do better? How can I help the team? What could I have done to win that game, to get the 3 points, to get a tie? It builds mental toughness. In order to stay in the business, you have to be mentally tough. You have to be able to take someone else's critique, find the care and the love and the improvement out of it, and apply that, and not make the same mistake. You can't be making the same mistake over and over again, because they'll find somebody else that won't.
So what happens when we don't have a growth mindset? Well, one of the most powerful influencers on performance outcome is attention. Where are we placing our attention? If we don't acknowledge, accept, learn from, and then move past our mistakes, these can become distractions going forward, both within a game and throughout a season. So really having this growth mindset and being able to acknowledge that, yes, that happened, but hey, here's what I can learn from that, and then create something different in the future, is a powerful tool that growth mindset athletes have.
Being clear-headed, sharp, and mentally tough are critical aspects of the game. Who am I? And what drives me? Coaches at The Ideal Life help me answer that question.
When working with an athlete, it can be useful to take a step back and apply a broader lens and look at who they want to become, not only on the field, but in multiple areas of life, to identify motivations and the intersectionality of who they want to become across different life roles. By doing this, we can identify and align these motivations and influences in a way that can contribute to optimal performance.
What do you love to do outside of soccer, of your job? And I said, community. I'd love to be able to connect with people. I love connecting and learning about other people's lives, and I love being able to share, having that vulnerability factor of myself to others. I do love coffee, and I want to open up a coffee shop one day. One thing is to be able to say it. The next thing is, okay, how do you actually make that happen? All these things that you can do right now to prepare for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Ideally, I play 10 more years, but in the case that I only play 5 more, how can I be set up? And that's kind of what the coaching has been able to do. It's given me this mantra that I can apply now as a player, but also after, when I'm retired and no longer a high-performing athlete. I have things that are set up as the next steps in my career. When everything is making sense, and when things aren't going as planned, be joyful. Just saying the words out loud releases dopamine. And that feeling I had as a kid, falling in love with the sport, it shouldn't stop there. The growth mindset coaching I've received has not only helped me focus my game, but it's helped me align myself with who I am when the lights go down. I'm the type of person that believes you can always overcome anything. Even if they've chosen someone else, even if they've brought somebody else in, you can overcome that by working harder and performing better. All of these little things, the discipline that it takes to win a championship, because that's ultimately what everyone's goal is that came here. Win a championship.